Hello, my name is Matthew Urbanovsky, and I read the Screw Tape Letters by C.S. Lewis. So the summary of Screw Tape Letters, it consists of 31 letters that are all written by a demon called Screw Tape, and they're all addressed to another demon called Wormwood. Wormwood is Screw Tape's nephew, is what we in the book. And Wormwood has been put in charge of a patient to help persuade them to join their father below. Um, in the letters by Screwtape, he gives Wormwood advice on many different ways that promotes like abandonment of God, um, and in like around like the start of the book, the patient converts to Christianity, which is good. And then as the book progresses, Screwtape keeps giving him like different ways to like help kind of draw his attention away from God with temptations and all that. But at one point, Wormwood actually turned Screwtape in because he Screwtape talked about God's love, I'm pretty sure. And like while all that was happening, like it kind of happened within about like 2 or 3 letters, and while that was happening, the patient fell in love with a Christian girl, and Screwtape kind of was like, hey, you need to watch out, this is not good, kind of thing. But in the end, Wormwood's patient died in these air raids over wherever he was living. I can't remember off the top of my head. But like and then the patient died and went to heaven. So as a punishment, Wormwood was consumed by all the other demons. And so yeah, that was kind of like a rough kind of outline of it. But so I had a lot of insights, but I guess the two insights that kind of really stuck out to me was one insight. Sorry, I'm going to look down at my notes real quick because I kind of have it like what I want to say. My first insight comes from the 10th letter. In the letter, it talks about like these group of people that Wormwood should have the patient make their friends, and like his whole thing was because people pretend who they want to be when they're with them. And like this kind of really stuck out to me because I can almost put myself into that. So I'm not now, but when I was younger, I used to be a whole different person when I'm with friends and then when I'm with family. So one of the ways that like I am currently putting into practice is like I'm just trying to be more myself, and I'm not trying to be somebody who I'm not. So yeah, and then so my second insight, it comes from the 12th letter of the book. So in this letter, it talks about letting the patient go to church and having the patient think that he is a Christian just because he is going to church, and that because he's a Christian he won't repent and change his ways. So yet again, when younger, I've gotten a lot better here recently, but when I was younger, I used to go to church and I would be like, yeah, I'm a Christian, but I never really understood what made me a Christian. So like I can kind of put myself into their shoes and kind of see what they mean. And I'm like, what I'm saying right now is I am currently like, I'm now starting to change my ways, and it helped me to like put me back on the right track. But, well, thank you.